Wait, set. 380. 56 is the mic. Don't let it breathe. No, 66.
Here's a guy on his fourth franchise in 2 years, Carlos Hyde. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch 72.
Brady. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a first down.
Wait, set. Wait, 20. Right there. 56. Let's go. Let's get this ball back.
Now a play fake. Brady. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Jacksonville, first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a second and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a second and 3. Now Brady. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 27 yards there, a first down. That time a slant. Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
A
first carry now for Alex Collins. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Woo! SOS. 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 Go. Get him. Get him. Get him. You got him. Awesome. Awesome.
They run with Collins. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Right. Mike 59. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun on third down, Murray. Flushed out right. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away.
The Jaguars take over first and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now. Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's third down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They'll get 34 yards there. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
First carry in the league here for David Montgomery, the man out of Iowa State. Brandon Williams, a big tackle, gets him down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
2nd and 5 at the Chiefs' 38-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. This time it's high. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. To throw is Brady. On the left side, it's McDonald. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Brady going to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here's Brady to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes, and the Jaguars add on to their lead. 2 excellent drives for them to start this game, both ending with touchdown passes.
Yeah, they're off and running, even though they finish things off through the air. Gotta like what you're seeing from them so far. Being able to maneuver offense, take care of the football, and then ring that bell at the end with, as you said, 2 touchdown passes.
This fielded at the 2. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Shift.
On second down now. It's Grant. Broken tackle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, it's time to help. Hey, let's go. It's time to crouch. You run. Okay. Whip. Watch the whip.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and
that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Buying time to his left. Incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Back. Hey, switch me up.
On play action, it's Murray. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They give it away. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Brady. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
51 the mic, boy, 51. Here we go, G. Here I come. Off. 51 the mic.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Check Mike, check Mike. Screen. Check, go. Yup, go. He's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey, hey, hey. Out, 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 out. Yo, look right. Let it go.
On second down, it's Grant, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. On second down, here's Murray. Flush to his right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
You don't know no better. Check, 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 check.
Shotgun now from Murray. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jarvis Landry, 33 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. The point after is good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. A first update now from Cleveland, and it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. Andy Dalton with 1 touchdown pass thus far. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. First down, a run with Hyde. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
You got nothing.
From midfield, here's Brady. And he finds McDonald. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And the 13-year man puts... All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Check 50, check 50.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. First down, Murray. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. John Ross, 42 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2.
Check 3. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Silver. Kill. Go. 36. Shut up.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Dancing to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Wait, set. Wait, Eddie! Night, sweetheart. Shadow!
Brady now on first down. They go screen pass to Hyde. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go. 50. Sugar!
On play action, it's Brady. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Get him. No, 66.
To throw again, Brady. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Yo, 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Oh,
Throwing again. Brady. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Ozzy, 72.
Throwing is Brady on third down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Set the tone, defense. Defense, let's go. Mike, 51.
From his own end zone now, it's Murray. Going deep downfield for Roll. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. Evades him at the 20. They find some open field here. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Wait, that's 53. 56, right there, 56. Here we go. Back and reload.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. The extra point up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Set, ready. Come on, touch the outlaw. It's a party now. It's a party now.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now he's flushed out left. Now he's wide open, complete. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for KC. 56 yards.
Go. Hey, check 24. Check 24. No. Where you at? Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that?
Here's a first down run with Collins. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
You can't block me. Mike 51.
Now Murray off play action. And that is incomplete here. Trying to get it to Landry there, but now it's third down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Here's Murray. Steps away to his left. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. No.
Murray and company going for it on fourth. Being chased out left. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal.
Hey, come on now, come on now. 25, check 25, check 25. Check 99, check 99. Check 31, check 31. Go, 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 ready, go.
On first and goal, Collins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Slam, slam. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Go. Check safety, check safety.
On second down now. It's Grant. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Got to figure this is one they need here on third and goal.
Quick the edge, quick the edge. Come, come. Watch twist, watch twist.
They go back to Grant. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 2-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2.
You better break. F-O-F-O. Right now, you better break.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So the Chiefs opt to keep the offense out there, and they'll line up to go for 2.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
From the gun, Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
56. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Well, look at this. Brady, option right. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
On 2nd and 12, Brady, and he will find Ridley on the left side. 15 yards on the play, first down. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4.
Wait, 20! 56! I'm trying to collect!
Now on 2nd and 13, Brady. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 27 yards there, a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
It's our time. It's our time. Watch the safety creep. Go.
Now a toss coming right side. Grant. And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Brady. Staying on his feet, shedding through the defense. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah gets to him for a gigantic loss of 19 yards. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now here's Ross. A great return there of 22 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Murray sets to throw on 4th. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Wait, that's wait, 56, right there, 56. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line is really hunkered down and established themselves.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Philip Dorsett, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Extra point safely through, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set! Hey, let's go!
On play action, it's Murray. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. That'll bring up second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
To throw on third down, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
Check, 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 check. Check it back.
They're going for it. It's Murray. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Dante Jackson picks it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And they're not able to convert on fourth down. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talking about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Murray again, 2nd and 10. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll toss it to Coleman. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now for the point after. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Check, 59.
Murray now on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Flushed out right. And complete to Lewis over the middle. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
53. Right there. 56. Not here. Ozzy.
Brady going to throw here. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a group.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Kamale Correa gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big. But sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Xavier Woods with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back, one pitch.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a 1st down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Shift. Huh.
1st down, Murray. nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Trey Flowers picks it. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for the Jaguars, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Chills, my jewelry code is chill. Storage treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Storage treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Just skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump and hop on it. Rep for your bro, for your post, your poppin' your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Hey, look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar. One man on me, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn it out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Storage treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Storage treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead trying. This ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or up bed. Do what you can to do, make it next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Storage treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See First off the edge like I don't know no feel. See that pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, this way, right before
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you're tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.